Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included, Back to the Basics, where we do funny, sketchy things to try to get by. Not intentional, of course. No, it's all intentional. We have fun on this channel. Just gonna grab some water to start the episode. And I have been sitting on these blueprints for forever. Let me know if you want me to take care of them. I just let them sit there. I don't ever worry about them, if I'm honest. We are still working on a couple things over here. I think what needs to happen is I'm gonna need to bring these guys down. Even though I hate to do so because of the polluted auction. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clean it out. I'm just going to clean all of this. I'm gonna quote unquote clean all of this out. So we are going to do this. I could do a difficult setup of, I could do this crazy difficult setup, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do the, I'm just going to aim to remove the polluted oxygen from the room. Not really worried about anything else. We just want to remove the oxygen, or the polluted oxygen from the room. We will pull the stuff. Does not have any power. No, we have plenty of power. Okay. It's just nothing is running on it right now. We want to make this a priority of 7. We have plenty of suits. All of our suits are full of oxygen. We're not having to come in here a whole lot, which is both a good thing and also, you know, not super spectacular. If we can get this set up and get the polluted oxygen out of here, the chlorine gas should move up a bit. And what I might end up being able to do is I might just be able to do a second Dreco ranch to the side. I usually like doing these a bit chunkier instead of long ways, just because it makes it easier for them to get to the makes it easier for them to actually get to the grooming station, because our pathing can take a long time. It's not that big of a deal right now. I mean, I'm not too worried about it right now. With oxygen not included, a lot of the times you're going to be doing kind of sketchy builds to start, and then after you kind of get your steel up, you get, you know, your suits up, all that stuff, then you start building your final builds. And a lot of, especially the higher temperature builds, you don't really get to building at all until, like, you get space resources. So that shit's in the polluted oxygen out. Will be great, because there's a significant amount of polluted oxygen in here that we just do not want. It also would help if we would mark this guy, because they create the polluted oxygen. There we go. I can't reach this right now, I think, is the problem. Let me do that real quick. So we want to kind of get this fixed a little bit. The thing I really kind of need to do is I would really like to get the Glossy Dreckos set up somewhere. The problem is I think they require millwood, don't they? I know it requires mealwood to make Glossy Dreckos, but I don't know if they actually... Yeah, they only graze on mealwoods and bristle blossoms. I could put the bad boys in here with my bristle blossoms. That is a thought. Honestly? Like... I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Sounds a bit goofy, but I think we can make it work. So we want this. Oh, that's in such a weird spot. This. And what I can do is I can put this here. It can't reach this. However, this can reach that corner. And then here, and I have, yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. Just like this. Not that high. Could I do... do it just like this. I should have some oil. Well, I could do something kind of funny here, and I could do... No, I don't have to do any of that. What am I talking about? Just pop this bad boy here, and then literally just move some of this water over. That would be perfectly fine. Then we'll put a door on it. I guess I don't really need the incubator. They should just... No, I kind of want the incubator here. And then we will put a pickup for this if they get out of the incubator. So we'll do Glossy. I know they're going to eat some of my bristle blossoms, but that's okay, I think. That way they actually have food. What? Are you having to breathe? You're in a suit with oxygen. Well. Get all of that done. Whoop. A little bit of lag. The problem is I want a shearing station as well. Which is a little annoying. No, don't attack him. That's not what I meant to do. It's 3 wide. Shoot, that's okay though. Glossy Dreckos. You want plastic. Just put plastic all in one spot. And asparagus. Just so they can all go to one spot here. How much did that decrease this? It didn't. Okay. You can access this. You can access this. Beautiful. You want Glossy Dreckos eggs. Continuously. Go ahead and put in the automation for that as well. And then what I'll do with this is I'll put a critter sensor. Oh, we're not doing as much because it's, yeah, it's just now doing its thing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. It's 8 degrees and 50 degrees. Yeah, it's a little bit of a difference, I think. I can harvest all these, right? No. That is alright. My problem here is, yeah, this is gonna actually have to go into here. Because this conveyor chute is actually kind of in the way. You should not be suffocating. Oh no, we've got bristleberries stuck on the line. You need power to all of this stuff. Then we need a cute little back wall. Man, I wish I could build it out of wood, but we do not have enough wood. Like a pastel blue is kind of cute. Just a cute little pastel blue. Nothing crazy. Have a dash of salt vine. Man, that doesn't look very blue to me. I could just be, you know, have really bad eyes, which, you know, my wife has told me I do before, and that's okay. How are we doing with the temp? 27? Not too bad. We do have this stuff coming in every now and then with like very cold stuff to just pull some of the heat that may have started accumulating. It's very nice. Yeah, it does keep this quite cool, which is great. Because what's the temp of this? 27? Yeah, perfect. I really should have... So let's go ahead and put this here. We can't put that there. What am I doing? I can put that there, actually. So that'll go across. No, what we can do is we can take this and we can go... Where is our kitchen? Our kitchen is right here. For now, anyway. I want it to connect to that, which we have to be a little careful of because we don't want to break any of these natural tiles. Let's cancel this. Let's just kind of do the wraparound. It'll be completely fine, I think. Just do it just like that. That'll pop it all there. Boom. Drecko Ranch done. Glossy Drecko Ranch done, excuse me. Wow, that's extremely bright. I apologize. Way brighter than what I thought that was going to be. Pipe blocked? My pipe blocked? Okay. I'm gonna need... Who's got a liquid? Need a liquid. .9 kilos. It's not great. Shoot. I don't have gaskets yet. I just need... I don't have... I have a little plastic up now. So what I can do is I can go... Let's see... Do I not have a... Do I not have the station for that yet? What? So the pattern for gaskets is here. That's right there. Is it not? Is it not in station? Am I? Oh, it's right there. I'm. Excuse me. I'm just blind. Is what's happening here. Extremely, extremely blind. In fact, apparently. So we get that going. These guys are starving, which is not good. This might flash on and off that it's not enough oxygen. So it should let it come through, I think. Unless I need to pop it. I might need to pop it one up. Yeah, anytime this hits carbon dioxide, it lets it down, but we'll hopefully be able to move all this over. We're not doing a great job right now, but it's okay. Oh, I guess I didn't need all of that, huh? What we need to do is we probably need to take this. Oh, that's goofy. Put it here to push this polluted oxygen over. Temperature-wise, it's not really a big deal. Yeah, this should force it to all shuffle towards the right. And we should be able to suck all of that out. This spitting out right on top of it just didn't really do anything. It was just sucking it right back in. So, FYI, if you ever need to, you never need to like remove a gas, specifically, it might be helpful to put the vent further away from where you're trying to suck the gas specifically out of. Because if you put the vent too close, it can just push that gas that you want to vacuum out away. So. There's still some of it up here, which is a little annoying, but it should still just get pushed to the side. This stuff's not super duper urgent. I don't really have to harvest like any of this stuff. growing again? I think we're growing again. So hopefully these bomb lilies will grow enough. Do you guys need, how much do you need per cycle? 6% bomb lily growth per cycle? I think that's exactly what they grow per cycle. Yeah. Alright, so we'll finally be able to get more eggs flowing in from there. What do you guys... What eggs do you produce if you eat bristleberries? It's still just 65% glossy. That's fine. What's annoying though is I don't have, he can't regrow his scales. Don't you dare walk over there, you little turd nugget. This is going to be a little suboptimal because you kind of want... You want a lot of hydrogen in here. But I'm likely only going to do these top two. Just for the simple fact that I want to be able to... I want my dupes not to get their eyes all hurt and everything, so... To be fair, that's not a big deal. Oh, that is a big deal, though. Oh, we don't have the gas pipe done yet. That's okay. This is send green signal if below 8. This guy should be happy, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My little bit of worry is, yeah, it spitting out hydrogen and the hydrogen going other places, but... Well... I would like to see the gas. Thank you. Yeah, the problem with this method is you do end up losing a bit of hydrogen up top. That's okay. I'm gonna do this. Kind of force this to come through the other side. There's a lot of polluted oxygen over here. That might be part of said problem. Hopefully this can spread all on the top. And it won't be a huge problem. It should spread pretty evenly, if I'm honest. The problem is this, honestly, the real problem is the polluted oxygen. And there's also CO2 in here. CO2 can escape this way, but... Uh-oh, Rowan. Why are we stuck? Why are we making a mess? What? You know, honestly, fair. Fair enough, Rowan. My bad, dude. My bad, my bad, my bad. No. Not food poisoning. Not the poopy water. It'll be okay. How's the temp here? We're actually down to like 21 degrees, which is 24 degrees. Which I don't know if that's a great thing, but we do still have like heat that is being put in. This guy does have hydrogen the whole top way, which is great. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to allow some of this stuff out. I would kind of like to just contain this to this area, if possible. I know that sounds a little goofy, but what I kind of want to do is I'm going to want to do like this. I want a pretty big area for my base, right? For like the finalized base. Yeah, we've got more slime lung. It'll be okay. The thing is, I think that's fine, actually. The problem is it intercepts this, which I don't really want to happen. How big? I mean, I don't need the base. I really don't need the base to be this big, if I'm completely honest. Crazy thing is, I don't even know if I need this much room. It's like we have all of our beds, which we'll probably end up moving the like bedrooms somewhere else at some point. And what's going to happen is we want a checkpoint here. Oh. Eight. And we'll do 16 this way. And honestly, that should be plenty. I really only like to do... I really only like to do 8 per 8 per pumps, which I know it can probably be more than that. Honestly, it feels right to do it that way. Oh. And honestly, what I'll likely do is I'll connect this. And then we will need... We're going to have to do some rerouting, and that's okay. And what's going to happen is we're going to do this. That'll be there. This will be here. Don't want that to actually go that way yet. So we want this to go first. Let me get the crap out of the line first. Perfect. Now all of that's good. Alright, let me get this fixed real quick. There we go. So these will all kind of feed the different things. I've just kind of arranged them to where they're a little bit more neat. And honestly, to be fair, this is kind of what we've been needing to do for a while anyway. So what really needs to happen is what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do this. And then what we will kind of... Question is, how hot is this temp out here? Not really, but it is quite warm up here, so we actually probably should have it up there. My boy's trapped up here, by the way. Both of them are. That's quite funny. Popped eardrums. Again? Oh, man. We are doing this again, huh? We're gonna try to get every single bit of this polluted oxygen out we can. Just because I want the base to be, exactly the way the dupes want it to be. Oxygen? Because of this. And of course, it's lighter than... Yep. That's okay. That is quite alright. What I'll do is I think I actually do just kind of close this off for now. I don't really want to deal with it. Now the problem is we can get out of the base here. So we either need to block this off and put something here, so they have to run all the way across, or I can put the suits over here to kind of force us to do it that way, which is more likely what we need to do. Yeah, we're just doing a bunch of sweeps now. It's no big deal. Alrighty, let's get these suits delivered. Oh, not duplicate skills. I don't need that right now. We still have a ton of barbecue, ton of muckroot, ton of lice loaf, and we are cranking it on the berry sludge. So, I mean, honestly, I could cut this on. The problem with cutting on the berry sludge is they'll just eat it. That's the only thing they'll eat because it's a better quality than the rest of the food. It might be the same as... barbecue. Let's see. Yeah, barbecue's +8 and... Oh. Yeah, why does it keep doing that? Berry sludge is +8 and barbecue's +8. So they'll eat barbecue or berry sludge and they won't eat any of the other stuff. So, which is fine for the most part. But the other stuff expires, so we just have the berry sludge cut off for now. This is all heating up quite a lot, which is not super spectacular. Honestly, I think what we do is we just close this. I think we just close this off. There's not anything really urgent that's a problem on this side of the map right now. That's going to scald us or be a problem. But I think we will just kind of close it off. This should all be pretty good. Refrigerated, and it's in a sterile atmosphere. It doesn't really, I don't think it really does a whole lot right now, but let's see. I need 16. right? Need 16 of them. We'll get all these delivered. And we will kind of just be locked into the base at that point. And then I think next episode, what we'll do, since we've got everything set up, our dupes will be safe. Since we have all of that stuff set up and dug out and blocked off, I think what we'll do is we'll start prettying up the base a little bit next round. Like, I'll put some back wall. I really need to redo our kitchen setup. This kitchen is going to end up moving probably like over here, and so will the cafeteria. We'll end up moving all of that stuff, just so it's easier to automate, easier to kind of centralize everything. Okay, this is still doing what it's supposed to do. Good. But we will get all of that straightened out and done. I don't need more refined carbon right now, I don't think. It's just a source of heat. This is that volcano, which we can do stuff with the volcano now that we have steel, but we're probably not going to worry about it for a long time. And we also have suits now, so we will kind of just be set. Yeah, that's already an 8. Nice. Good. We shouldn't have anybody out of the base right now anyway. We will excavate that momentarily. And what I'll do is I'll kind of set all of this for 7. So we'll hop in suits and then we'll run around to get to the stuff. Alright, and we want to deconstruct this. Don't deconstruct that. I can deconstruct this, right? We can. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Alright, this way that does kind of just make it mostly centralized in our main base. And we don't have to worry about it. I wonder if the kitchen goes like here or something. See how we doing on the oxygen. Pretty good. I think we've gotten it all out, except for like a tiny little bit. But these guys are growing again, which is probably the most important thing. All right. Fantastic. I can clip that now. Don't really need it anymore for the time being. Okay. Is that a happy reaction or is that a unrested too bright? Oh no, where's the bug? the bug. That's fine. How many do we have? We still only have 2, it looks like. It feels kind of crazy because I feel like I've been in this episode for a while. But it's okay. I mean, we're chilling. So we have all of this stuff blocked off now. So this stuff is keeping cool. And we'll really be able to keep most of the stuff cool, if I'm honest, now that we have it closed off. This will need to be moved outside of the base at some point. It's not super urgent at the moment, but all that stuff will need to be moved outside of the base. Now we only have exits on the right currently. And apparently on the bottom. Oh, no. Yeah, because of this. I think we probably want to turn this on at this point. Let's see, how's this doing? Good. Bunch of nonsense piping I've got going on up here. I think I will have this try to help supplement this a bit. It looks like we might need it. So if this is the case now that I have suits, we want to enable this. Pop these guys. Do something like that. We will need to start increasing the decor, which, like I said, we'll do most of that hopefully next episode. That, and we'll see about the kitchen. We'll see. That's one of those things that is going to take a little bit of time to kind of plot and plan out. I just did one in my aquatic planet pack, but it's kind of a standard. That one's kind of a standard design that I just usually go with. And maybe we'll do something different this time. I'm not entirely sure. It would be nice. It would be nice. So we do have a little bit of this cool coming through, but it's really not a lot. We're down to like 23 degrees over here. The only problem with Dreckos is they do come out kind of hot as babies. So it can be a little bit of a struggle to keep your stuff from being too warm. These guys are working overtime. Oh, no, not that bug. Not the autosave ladders all over my screen bug. Ladders all through my base. All right, nope, that's not it. All right, was that it? Cool. All right. It's kind of funny. What I'll do is I'll just kind of dig this out, all except for that one tile of interest. Do that. I'll have to seal this off. What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? What we got going on? Alrighty. Well, I think that is going to be it for me today, guys. We got our Glossy Dreckos going. They're eating our bristleberries. We got all of this area kind of dug out and accessible for us. We left some of the bomb lilies so they can just grow on their own, grow wild. We have closed off the base to where we can only get out of the base with suits on. It's not super great in terms of like time of travel, because we did block off this side entirely, so they're having to walk all the way around, which we don't want them to have to do. I would like to put like a liquid lock or something over here so that we can get out with some suits. And we might focus on that on the next episode. They can still, like I said, they can still get around with no problem, other than, you know, speed. But yeah, that's really it. We're going to be clearing out this map. We're going to be taming some vents. We do have this completely closed off and sealed, and we have the pipes running through in a way that it'll kind of go over the vents and it'll warm up this. It shouldn't make this water turn into steam. However, it will kind of help some of this steam turn into water and fall back down to the bottom. And we have all of this, of course, going into our oxygen maker here, which we also have the cold water. We also have the cold water from down here with this cool slush geyser coming up here to help cool some things off. It is cooling our hydrogen. I wonder if we got all that oxygen out. We did. We got all of the polluted oxygen out that was there at the beginning of the episode, so that's all done. It got pushed into this tile, 53 kilograms. Nice. So we only have hydrogen in here now, so we don't have to worry about it. Somehow there's some PO2 in here. Shouldn't be a big deal, but we might have to keep an eye on it. This should suck it out if need be. But we do have the geyser down there cooling our bristleberries, just to make sure we don't get too hot. We were getting a bit too warm in this area, and it had completely stifled my mealwood, and so we've got the cool water running just to make sure we don't get above that 30 degrees. We've got our gaskets running now, so we can start getting some steam turbines online and start getting actual aquatuner cooling going. Like I said, we have all the suits, so all we have to do is get on a suit, and we can basically do anything outside the base now. And that should help solve our slime lung problem a little as well. As we get nothing but oxygen in these areas, it should help fix the slime lung a bit. But because we still have a bit of the PO2 in here, we're struggling a little bit with it. But it should be okay. We do have a ton of deoxidizers running, so we'll be able to get all that polluted oxygen out at some point and get it all cleaned. But alright, I think that's going to be it for me, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.